So good afternoon everyone. Today I am starting Unit 4 Sequential Mission. So what is the difference between sequential circuit and sequential mission? So sequential circuit, so what is the difference between circuit and mission? Okay. Circuit means it works at particular time only. Okay. We have to give inputs, okay, output, we take the outputs. It works for particular time only, okay. But machine, whenever you on the power supply, it should be works, okay. Whenever you use power supply, it will be works. So it is a predefined model, okay. It is a predefined model. Circuit means after analyzing something, you designing, but machine is predefined function, okay. Machine means predefined function. Circuit means you designing, okay. You designing, okay. You are designing, but machine is a predefined function, already designed one, you are using it, okay. But circuits are designing for new thing, okay? So we already know sequential circuits are two types, synchronous and asynchronous. Okay, in this chapter, we design synchronous sequential missions only. We learn about synchronous sequential mission. So let us see about synchronous sequential mission. So synchronous sequential mission is a mathematical model. Okay, it is a mathematical model of certain type of sequential circuit. Okay, which has inputs and outputs and can take any value from finite set of state. So what is finite set of state? State means the value which stores by memory. State means the value which stores in the memory is called a state. Okay. So this is the basic block diagram of sequential circuit or a sequential machine. So here we have combination circuit and some memory element. So combinedly we call sequential circuit. Okay. Further, we are giving some inputs while designing sequential machines. Okay. While defining sequential machine, we denote inputs as x only, x1, x2, x3, so on. Okay. Inputs are denoted with x, outputs are denoted with z, okay, and states, okay. Input for memory element is denoted with capital Y, output taken from memory element is denoted with a small y. Capital Y and small y denotes state, okay. Denote the state. Capital Y is present state, small y is next state, okay. Small y is next state, capital Y is present state, okay. These are the important parameters while designing the sequential machine. Okay, let us see the input variables are x. Suppose I have input variables n variables. I have n variables. Means how many combinations are possible? 2 power n combinations are possible, right? 2 power n combinations are possible. And outputs I have m. Output I have 1 to m, means how many way output combinations we get? 2 power m combinations, means maximum combinations are 2 power m. And state variables 1 to k. 1 to k means 2 power k combinations we will avail. Right? So states are 2 power k. Now, according to these states, sequential machines are two types: finite state machine, infinite state machine. Finite state machine, infinite state machine. So finite means we have finite number of states. Infinite means we don't know number of states. Okay. In this syllabus, we learn about finite state machines only. We will learn about finite state machines only. So what is the finite state machine? Examples of sequential machines are traffic light system, lift, lock safety, etc. are the examples. So finite state machine. What is finite state machine? It is an abstract model describing the synchronous sequential machine which has finite number of states So as we said, sequential machine is mathematical model. So mathematical model means we have some variables to represent it. Okay, those variables are C. So FSM mathematically denoted with six variable function. Those variables are this one: sigma, gamma, S, S naught, delta, and lambda. So what are those? Sigma indicates inputs. Okay. Gamma indicates outputs. Okay. Gamma indicates outputs. And S indicates finite set of states. And S naught indicates initial state. Delta is state transition, means from one state to another state you are moving. So that transition is denoted as delta. Okay. And lambda is final output function. Okay. Lambda is final output function. These are the important variables to define a finite state machine. Okay. Inputs are important, outputs are important, output function is important, and transition function. Delta means transition function, and initial state and state. Next, these finite state machines are classified into two types. That is Milli machine and Moore machine. So what is Milli machine? Milli machine is a sequential FSM. Okay, it is FSM where output of the machine depends on given input function and state. Okay, output is depends on state as well as input. Examples are sequence detector, serial adder, so many are there. Okay, see, this is the memory element, right? Okay, the memory element, the output is depends on memory element as well as input. Okay, Okay, this is the combination circuit. Okay, the flip-flop output is state, right? FF means flip-flop. Flip-flop output is state. The state output is depends on, okay, output. Final output is depends on state as well as input. PI means we are giving some input. Okay, that is the Mealy machine. Next one is Moore machine. So Moore machine, the output depends on only present state. Okay, it doesn't depends on input. Okay, examples are parity bit generator, traffic light systems, etc. Okay, see here the output logic is depends on present state means memory output. Okay, it doesn't depends on input. So this is the block diagram of Moore machine. So what is the difference between Mealy and Moore? Mealy and Moore. This will discuss later. While doing one problem, you can understand what is the difference between Mealy and Moore. Okay, but for up to now, let us understood. Mealy means output depends on input as well as state. Okay, Moore means output depends on only state, not on input. Okay, this is the Moore, this is the Mealy. So what is the advantage and disadvantages of FSM? FSM capabilities and limitation. Capabilities means advantages, limitation means disadvantages. So combinedly we have three. First one is periodic sequence of finite states. So what is periodic sequence of finite states? You already designed synchronous counters, right? Let us see. I am taking 2-bit synchronous counter. 2-bit synchronous counter. What are the possible states in 2-bit synchronous counter? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So at 0th clock pulse, you're getting this one. First clock pulse, second clock pulse, third clock pulse. Next for 4th clock pulse, what happened? We getting 0, 0. 5th clock pulse, 0, 1. 6th clock pulse, 1, 0. 7th clock pulse, 1, 1. Right? You're getting like this. So what happened? The same thing means the same states are repeating. The same states are repeating here. Again we get 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Means the states are repeating here. You already know in signals and system. Whenever the signal is repeated for multiple times, we call it as periodic. Okay. If the periodic number of cycles are same for n, we call n as period. If 2 times are repeated, we call period is equal to 2, right? So see here, the states are repeating. So it is called periodic sequence of finite state. That is the one of the capability of finite state machine. Means we can reproduce the states. Okay. Next, no infinite sequence. No infinite sequence means the states are finite only. There is no infinite. Here, the clock pulses may be infinite, but the states are not infinite. Okay. Next, limited memory. Why limited memory? Suppose I given you designed 3-bit, 2-bit counter, right? This is the 2-bit counter. Okay. Now I want to display 0 to 7. I want to display the count 0 to 7. Is it possible to use this one? No, because FSM is predefined function, right? It is already defined, means it is already designed. We are using it. Okay. So I given you 2-bit synchronous counter and I am asking I want to get count up to 7. Is it possible? It is not possible. Okay. Because the memory is available is limited. Okay. The memory is limited. Okay. It is the limitation of FSM. Okay. Now, how to design FSM? Till now, you know the meaning of FSM, types of FSM, limitation. So, how to design it? To design the FSM, there is some steps that is called synthesis of sequential circuit. For that, first, from the given problem, form the state diagram and state table. First step is whatever, understand the given problem and draw the state diagram and state table. Okay, state diagram and state table. After drawing the state diagram and state table, you have to assign variables. That is state assignment. What is state assignment? Because synchronous circuits is digital system, right? Digital system. But we designing several sync missions like traffic light system. In traffic light system, we have red, yellow, green, right? We have these three colors, right? Red, yellow, green. So using these three colors, you represent them into digital system. Means we have to assign these into digital boards. We have to assign them into digital board. Means red color like 00, yellow color 10, green color 11. We are assigning some binary code, means digital value. That is called state assignment. And determine the type of memory element from which flip-flop you want to design using D or JK or T. Okay, SR is not used. Only these three flip-flops we use. Okay. Next, and derive the transition table and output table. While doing problem, you can understand this clearly. Don't worry. Next, fourth one, derive the excitation table and minimize the expression. Draw the final circuit. Okay, draw the final circuit. So this is the flow. First problem description, and then we go for state diagram and state table, and then state assignment, and then memory element. After that, state transition and output table. After that, excitation table and output function. After that, final circuit. Okay, this is the flow of finite state missions. Okay, finite state missions. Okay, thank you for today's class.